This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Yellow.
Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And incomplete on the deep ball. So you look at this situation and the relocation. It's worked other places. You've got the 2 teams in L.A. Until recently, we had 2 out in the Bay Area. Of course, the 2 New York teams. Now 2 teams calling Houston home. And we know that they do things big here in Texas. And if these fans here are any indication, this city is ready to support a second team. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. And Xavier Worthy, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's Milton. That's complete. Demario Douglas with it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Milton. forced out to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. To throw is Milton. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. This defense for the Chiefs, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher, and that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Milton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
Now Milton. That is caught. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 47 yards. And the Saints are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Aubrey good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Brian Brzee fought in and got him down. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Adonai Mitchell, 32 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Milton. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Here's Milton now to throw. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. And he can't escape, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down of the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Milton. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the 1st half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 1st rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Now he steps away. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now he's forced out right. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. A desperation heave for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 32 yards. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Throwing to start the drive. Milton. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Operating from the gun, Milton. He finds Douglas complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. Down the right sideline.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
I mean, this needs some output. Look at that type of throw. That throw is not open at all.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And that is incomplete.
That's a good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great.
You should not have Max. So what are you doing? Are you just flat-footed right there? Why are you following me?
2nd and 10. Back to throw. Milton.
Going real quick right there to the fucking drag.
Says this will be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
From the gun on 3rd down. Milton. Pass taken in by his tight end. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Chiefs are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be one completion away from stealing a late field goal here. That is incomplete.
Of course I get that type of throw.
And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm.
It's got to be a touchdown game.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
Oh, you just tried cheating me. I'm throw that shit again. I think I should.
And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to throw one up from the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum. Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, They're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he'll take this to the other. Match so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Looking to throw. Milton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Milton.
I know
Gets this complete to Shaheed. And inside the
I told
20
me
before
fucking
he's
Smith
brought
doesn't
down.
just trust you.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Back to throw. Milton rolling to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Foster Moreau, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints are back within a score. Aubrey good with a PAT. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Who's my fucking who's on the inside of this man?
Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball. Oh, first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard. And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Milton.
Oh, I figured it's a fucking D-line. That's all I gotta do. This pick out is just contain and make a read in the pocket to see if he goes.
You definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. On 4th down, Milton. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Chiefs are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
I didn't think it was going to be open like that at the top.
But they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He's got you to it. Complete. A huge play there for Houston. 45 yards.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Mahomes going to throw.
He's so far underneath that.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor, and the Saints are going to take over at their own 41. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up.
Bro, there's just, yeah, I swear to God, there's no way he just threw that shit.
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen.
There's just no fucking way to
slow the
just
pass
do
rush
that
down
shit.
a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
This is 2nd and 8. Here's Milton.
Man, he just had a fucking touchdown to, yeah, he just had arms.
So possession will stay the same.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. And Shaheed going to go in motion.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Seriously, you cannot make a fucking lead.
They sack him back at the 36. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
To throw, it's Milton.
He'll find Moreau here. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Thank you, bro. I'm about to say that's a KO.
And they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into it. It's intercepted.
picked off by Alontae Taylor.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team,
I'm
let
in the
alone
wrong
by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air is going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
To throw is Milton. He completes it to
Like
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The end result, 21 yards.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. This is 1st and 10.
He's touching.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Man, I love my players just running to each other for no reason. Just like that.
But they just couldn't connect, and that will send them
I
back
just
to
love
the
my
drawing
players
board.
just running into each other.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Like that right there.
Being chased out left.
I just love my players just running into each other. Just stop running like that. Check my wide open. Right there.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down.
They'll look to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is a touchdown. I just don't get cheated right here. This is a touchdown. Let's take this thing.
Open man down the field. This is Mitchell.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain.
This is
It's 1st and 10 now.
Put it from that side. What you do is
Mahomes.
that was open last time.
Touchdown. And Xavier Worthy. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they will take
That was open last drive. I just ran the wrong play. I should have spaced the corner.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Short.
And not getting the
After.
return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
Let's see if I can just stop this fucking need to block
Here's
the dude.
1st and 10.
Back to throw.
Over the middle and complete to
Yeah, I
Shaheed.
promise you, he does not want to do
I
this.
don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going
He
to do
could
it
not
right
put
now.
the
Probably
ball
should
down
have
the
dropped it,
field.
right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn into a big gain.
Back to throw.
So he cannot throw the ball down the field at all. He cannot throw the ball down the field.
And it is intercepted. And he
Play
will
foul,
take
bro.
this
Oh,
one
play
home.
foul, bro. He does not know how to put the ball
He
down
was
field at
looking
all.
for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick six.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself
He does
perfectly
not
to be there for
he
the
does not know how to
interception.
put the
He
ball
made
down
a
the field,
perfect
bro. He's
game
just
for his
gonna throw
defense right
fucking
there.
drags and shit all game.
Extra point by Butker
It's
is
not
on
gonna
target.
work.
And a lead now up to 14. So they'll get
It
another
does
shot
not
on
work
offense
every
following
single
that pick
time.
six. And now the kick is away.
So that's
And we will not have a
corner.
return. They'll bring this to the 30.
It's not work every single time, bro.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Throwing after the interception. Milton. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to
I
keep
had to make a
leverage,
fucking
unable to
read
keep
down the
people
field,
away,
bro. Shit
facing a
is
lot of
basic.
pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Milton. He's got his target. It's Olave.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. Here's Milton now to throw.
Nope. Look at
This is
those. Fixed
intercepted,
it.
and that should do it.
Telling you, bro, you do not know how to make a read down the field,
And
bro.
the Chiefs are going to get the
Trying to put
football
shit
here
in.
at their own 40-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now,
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Just cover 4 right here.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he gets
Cover
this to the
4,
other side of
cover 4
midfield
again.
across the 45 before going out. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
This offense really looking
This
polished
is
these first
cover
couple of
4.
weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
This is cover 3. God does not get cheated over.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
Playing.
Fighting through pressure. Now he's flushed out right. And he's got his big tight end here. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Chiefs are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.